we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Caught over the middle, it's Branch.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Gonna run it. It's Frazier. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Takes a hit as he fires. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Turning on the Jets, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Marion. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Marion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see.
Oh, he's got some space.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the grab. It's Branch. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Finds a little space. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Miami. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
And the extra point is good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. That's caught. It's Branch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Georgia sends out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not going to risk a return here, calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The RPO, it's complete. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Smashes through the tackle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the run, it's Frazier.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Bell. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane! The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will open from the 15. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Looking to pass, it's Stockton. He'll get rid of it. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. The throw. Makes the catch. It's dealt. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Hit as he throws. Got it in the middle. It's Branch. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Just keeps swinging it. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
Man, and that wasn't a miss by much. And listen, as a quarterback, you don't want to miss inside. That's for sure where the danger is. But it leads him just a little bit too far out of bounds. The court, you can tell receiver tries to throttle down, tries to get those feet in, but he couldn't.
Fires to the right. It's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. To the air, it's Stockton. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Finds his man. It's Fletcher. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. To throw, it's back. Quarterback now breaking the field. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for a crease, it's Fletcher. They get him down, clock's running, and they're not going to get another play off as time expires here in the first half. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Beck. Makes the grab. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. There he goes!
And I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel...
Turning it on! He's at the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He's going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Shoots it to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds space on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Throws to the wideout. Snag in the middle. It's Thomas. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Canes! They take the lead with the 6. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
That's a first down for the offense.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Yeah, and I'm going to keep finding these matchups with my great players in the slot so they can go get me big plays like this. I create matchup nightmares for a defense, and I get it to one of my best players consistently.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Branch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll set up to throw. Looking left. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Right down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The inside handoff. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Into the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Wants to throw. It's Beck. Fires to the big fella. Really good job making a